All right, here we go. First topic, accountability. Accountability is something I know a lot about because I am somebody who used to harm people. When I was a child, I had harm done to me, and in doing that, I harmed others. It took a lot of really hard life lessons, a lot of serious observation, a lot of empathy, a lot of feeling the world, a lot of not self-labeling, a lot of not guilt and not shame and not looking at things that way for me to actually see what the problem was with the communication systems that we all grew up with in society. This idea that we have to be tough and rise above it, this whole idea that, men do this and women do that and roles are this and everybody needs to fall in line and everybody needs to be in their place and everybody needs to blah, blah, blah. Mind your business, yo. Because honestly, what you do is okay. Accountability is something that none of us are really willing to take because it's embarrassing, it's shameful, it's all of these things. Well, I'm willing to take accountability because I did harm people and I'm an empath, so I felt their harm and I hurt myself more than they could hurt me. I was a child who self-harmed. I cut my wrists, I acted out, I tried to commit suicide, I was in a hospital, I was institutionalized, all of these things because the system was failing me. So I had to use my brain and think my way out of my own mental health crisis and find a better way to live. Once I did that, I realized other people needed that help because no one had showed them how to do it and they couldn't think their way out of it. This is what's going on right now. So accountability is super important and there's a way to do it. Trust me, man, I hurt people, and to anybody out there that I hurt when I was young, or even today, you know what? Like, all of it. I am sorry. We are all responses to our emotions and our stress and what's going on around us, and that's why we do what we do, but we don't hold people accountable. We minimize their feelings because we don't want to own that we harmed them by saying what we said. We're not willing to say, hey man, that wasn't cool of me when I did that. When I was a child, I lied, I manipulated, I did all of those things. And the reason why, so I'm going to explain it so y'all understand why crime happens and people are hurting people, is because I was scared. I was scared and I felt small. That's why I did that. Because I was taught to suck it up and to be strong and to not let them see you cry and not let them see you sweat and all of those other things that made me think that shit was important, but it wasn't. So I had an identity crisis and I started trying to people please and I started attracting narcissists because I'm a nurturer. I'm a healer by nature. So what I want to do is heal and help. That attracts people who think they are the awesome and they want you to heal them and take care of them and all of that. It attracted negativity into my life. This created a bunch of chaos. A bunch of negative things happened in my world. My friendships were crap. My life was crap. Everything was garbage. And I had a moment due to some trauma, which I'm willing to share with y'all if you want to hear it, where a bunch of shit went wrong and I had an epiphany where I said, dude, I am seriously doing something wrong here. Like, I'm a good person, but yet I'm not successful. Why? So I had to start analyzing the data. And in doing that, I had to start communicating to understand people. So I didn't assume I knew people. And this is now why I understand people and can make certain assumptions, and I'm open to being corrected when my assumptions are wrong. Is because I feel people, I understand people. I spent my whole life trying to understand people because I wanted to understand myself. Because I felt broken, because I felt damaged, because I felt not good enough. I lashed out at others. I wanted to feel powerful. I wanted to feel bigger. I lied. I created stories, pathological. I won't explain to you why. If you want to know, I'm willing to share because I'm an open book. To me, there's no shame in this. Understanding what motivates people to behave the way they behave is how we fix the behavior. This way that we're pointing out and shaming and calling out, this isn't working, guys. Take a look around us. That's not working. It certainly didn't work with me when I was behaving that way, and it doesn't work with any of the kids or families that I work with. So I'm trying to share this with the world because I think we all need to change how we're communicating with one another. We need to stop anticipating other people's needs, especially ladies, but no gender BS here. We need to stop thinking it's our job to know what everybody else needs and to fulfill their needs. And then when they don't value what we did, be mad at them for it. That is a lot of the disconnection that goes on in relationships. We basically don't communicate our needs. We shelf our own stuff for everybody else, and eventually we resent them for it. But we didn't ask for anything. We didn't say we needed help. We didn't reach out and say, this is too much for me. These are the problems that are going on because we felt it was shameful to be weak and to ask for help and to need community and to need others and to be like, you know what? I don't feel good today. Can you do this for me? I learned how to do this because I'm disabled. I can't go into the sun. I have a rare disease. So I've seen pain my whole life. I have multiple diseases and I have a pain condition. All I do is experience pain, which made me super hypersensitive to pain. In being hypersensitive to pain, I learned that pain was the common denominator that connects us all. And this pain, if we can understand it, we can stop inflicting it upon each other. And we can start communicating and using our words like we're in kindergarten and just say what we mean and mean what we say and stop thinking it's our job to fulfill everybody's needs around us and give them autonomy and agency to just tell us what they need. And when they ask for help, by the way, it's okay to say, I'm sorry, I'm busy, I'm not capable of helping you right now, and not take that on as a shame or a guilt or a failure. It's okay to have other things going on. But we need to stop when it matters. We need to stop when our kids are having all of these feelings and they don't know where to go and they don't know how to communicate because we've shamed them, because we've told them their behavior is naughty and wrong and bad and all of these things. We're not understanding why they're behaving the way they're behaving. So let's try this out, guys, because I'm telling you, it